Who's up with me tonight? Is anyone up with me tonight?
Not good with audio. That's right. Audio check, audio check. Can y'all hear me? Somebody let me know. That would be great. Can y'all hear me? Peace, the warrior. Can you hear me? What is a show fupa? What the heck is that? Too funny. Trying to situate this phone. Can y'all hear me? Let me know in the chat. Can you hear me before we get started? Before we get started talking about you're an asshole. You gotta go. Yeah, if you're gonna be a silly asshole, you gotta go. Big time. I don't want the warrior hidden. I want him the fuck out of here forever, because I don't ever want to see him again. Yeah. Let's see, what do you do with a person like that? You put them in timeout forever. Yes, little idiot. Coming on my live with that crap is not gonna get it, because we're talking about important shit. And the title is, as a matter of fact, scratch all of that. I didn't mean to come on here in that capacity, but boy, some people trigger me, and the entire scorpion will come out real quick. I'm not an expert at holding it back. It's very deadly. With the deadly venom, it will fuck you up before she even knows what's going on. That's why I don't even know why people decide to try to actually fuck with me like that, because it's not a good thing. Learning a new word, it's called isfet. Isfet is when an asshole decides to want to play games with you. And you have to figure out if you want to let them live or not. You see? But the title is called Keep Them Guessing. And you could keep them guessing about a lot of things. Some people can take you for being easy, and like you would let people get away with fucking with you all the time. And by fucking with you, I mean people will do things just because they know it will get on your nerves, or what they want to say, get back at you or whatever. But I always reverse to sender or return to sender anything that my enemies want to throw out to me. They're going to get that shit right back. So if that's what you like, then do what you have to do. Just prepare. Whatever you send, that's what you're going to receive. And so I think that that's actually the cure for the world. If everyone took accountability for themselves, then nobody would have to force accountability. And by force accountability, I mean make people do what they're supposed to do in life. No one should have to make you do what you're supposed to do in life. That can get very agitating for some, and then that's when you get called a dictator, when you force your hand. And that usually happens when, if you don't force your hand, your ship is going to sink as well as everyone else's. Usually that's what will make someone force their hand upon you in whatever situation you are in. It's kind of like going into business with someone else. You just can't do whatever you want to do, spend whatever you want to spend without consulting your business partner. And then your business partner is a fool if they don't have checks and balances set up to protect themselves from such an experience, right? The Westerners, they call it insurance, liability insurance. You know, are your people that you deal with assets or liabilities? That's something that you have to figure out. You know, it's kind of like a business plan. Nowadays, with people in your life, you got to go through that same little checklist. You know, who exactly do you have in your face, in your business? And it matters. Sometimes, they try to tell you that nothing can be done solo, but that's not true. Before you have to fuck up or let somebody fuck you up, it might be better off to do things solo. Take your time with it. Yeah, I'm witnessing many people, especially on this YouTube, that have their channels solely to themselves. And they don't have 1,000 million other people on with them. And they get what they're going to talk about in a day, and that's what they do. And it is consistency that would raise someone to have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And I'm learning, you know? Um, Trust me, my character is going to change and transform any day now. That's why I'm gathering information and checking out other people and, what they're doing. Do I want to be an all-black channel? Do I want to just talk about healing? Do I want to just talk about healing in the black community? Do I want to just talk about... No, I don't want to just talk about anything strictly for the black community, because that's a bunch of bullshit. I am a human being. I'm not just in the black community. And to tell you the truth, that don't really pay nowadays. And let's just face it, I got to get my paper up. And then we can talk about relaxation topics later, okay? But just like most people on here, they love sharing information. And when they do it consistently, the channel automatically runs up. So all we have to figure out is what information are we going to share consistently? What is worth sharing consistently? What information? You know, that pretty much is the deal. But, you know, keeping people out of your major goals and plans is better, like your execution of it all. You can discuss your plans with others, but never discuss your execution times. And never share everything, of course. Me, I'm very, um, let's just say I'm an introvert. I like to keep my important things, my family and whatnot, private. Because let's just face it, this is my YouTube channel. This is not their YouTube channel. If they want a YouTube channel, they will create one at the appropriate time, you see? But this is not something that you force on people. I see a lot of people who make their families participate, and the main goal is let's run this money up because we're going to enjoy this money together. That's what makes the entire family want to be involved. Other than that, there's nothing there for them. And so, you know, you just have to keep that in mind. Get your goal, keep it, and run it. That's what I'm seeing. Because I'm looking at my stats, and the stats that's actually for shows that you do with others are way lower than the stats of the shows that you do by yourself. And when you have that information consistently, it's a no-brainer. But I only do shows with others once a week. But still, the stats show, you know. It seems to me that when people do solo content, they seem to get more views than having multiple panel shows. Because number one, most of the platforms, especially StreamYard, the audio isn't good enough to house many people. No more than, I would say, after the fourth person, after the third person, audio starts getting so choppy that you don't, that's not gonna work. And so, you figure out that the less people on your show, the better. It's just the way it is. I mean, you might have, of course, a guest sometimes. No more than two people. Because other than that, audio's choppy, everything's choppy. Who's speaking? Is that person done? Are you interrupting them? There's always a lag, and so it always seems as if we're just sitting here overlapping and interrupting each other. And it depends on your panel, because they could get annoyed and whatnot, and that just means they don't understand how this actually goes, especially from the host's position. And so, yeah, when you see people that have successful channels, you understand that it's not easy and they're putting in a lot of work. So you take a lot of tips if that is what you want to do. And that is what I want to do. So I'm taking a lot of tips also. I also understand that because I've had regular radio stations, and then you have this video thing. And actually, the audio podcasts, I did so much better. Like, so much better. I wanted to upgrade into doing the vlog, that's what a video blog is called, a vlog. So yeah, I do have my 4K camera and this and that. And I'm still kind of like vetting how I want my channel. I do have my introductions, but I also have a couple of businesses that I need to be using my channels to market. Tonya23.com is the main one, but the mega store that I'm building, which is a all-purpose mall, but it has niche products, um, is called the Tonya 23 Experience Store, which I built through Shopify to connect to this channel, because I can connect it to the channel. I can monetize. Not an easy thing to set up. Most people think that, oh, when you get to the stage of monetization, it's so easy. No, you have to go through all of these things. And like right now, I'm stuck at trying to connect my store to my channel, because that's what it is supposed to be connected at this point. So, and my AdSense account is acting really freaking weird too. So I'm kind of trying to keep track of what's going on. Not easy at all, but definitely worth doing. And once you do it, you can you have it set up. You know, once you do it, you have it set up. So on that part, it's pretty cool. Where's our West Coast people tonight? Everybody sleeping or something? That's 3 hours. What's going on with the West Coast? What's going on internationally? Where's my chat people? I did get this one guy up out of here, but he was a nasty troll. The warrior. Let's see what you got on your channel. You joined YouTube 4 months ago and you have 1 subscriber. Yeah, because you're a troll. AKA asshole. So I was glad I threw his ass up out of here. He wasn't going to add anything to the conversation. But to the folks that are out there who aspire to have YouTube channels and whatnot, I aspire to connect and, chit chat um, about things. And so, yeah, I definitely like to talk and philosophize about specific subjects and whatnot. But I feel like a lot of content doesn't, a lot of people get content from practical information like history, education, My content is more of the lady that sits, the old lady that's in the village, and people come to her and ask her questions to find out what to do. Because I'm really good at guiding people at what to do in life. So I've produced beautiful children. They're all successful. Um, they're great parents. And so all of that pretty much came from my guidance. And so I realize I have guidance to spare everywhere I go. People are always latched onto me to find out what to do. So I've been guiding people on what to do for many, many years. And so there's got to be a way to utilize that gift on YouTube and run me up a damn channel. And so that's what I'm working on, and that's what I will be doing. And that's actually what I'm doing now. I said basically what I'm going to do is just sit down and begin to talk. You know, maybe someone in the chat will ask a good question that I can answer and that they can learn in real time. You know, stuff that's real. A real conversation about real questions. Someone could be thinking about taking their life tonight. someone might want to know what to do, you know, if they was so in love and then they got hurt by their other partner and it hurt so bad they felt like they wanted to die. Well, if that's you out there tonight, I would say your life is precious and there is always someone for everyone. Even if you thought that that was the one, in the universal law, there's still another one. Because until you meet that one that gives you that feeling and shows you that respect, keep on trying because that one is there. Sometimes you need to just take time for yourself and not go searching for the one, but let the one search you out. That's a lot of times, that's how it happens, more times than not. So, if that's you out there, you have to be around in order to meet that one. And tomorrow just might be the day, or the next day, or the next day. So you have to find some courage and be brave to live another day just to see and find out. Hey, a lot of other blessings will kick in the meantime. Probably won't even be thinking about that. So many other things, great things could be popping off for you. You know, give the universe a chance to prove itself. It does every time. That's one thing I can tell you. I'm definitely an advocate for universal thinking. There is no one way to skin a cat. So if you know, and we say skin a cat, and that sounds indecently inhumane. So let's just say there's more than one way to get to a goal. There's more than one way to do things. So if someone tries to start out by telling you uh, there's only one way, like most of these religions, that right there should have you to stop and think. Because I don't care what it is, there's no one way to do it. There's only one thing that I know that must happen one way, and that is the act of reproducing to make a child. Creation happens one way. Well, one way naturally, let's just say, because it's happening all these different other ways now. So let's just say creation happens naturally one way. You understand? Um, but one might call gene splicing naturally because once you do the splicing, it happens. Again, it all lies on mentality and how you think about a thing. So like I said, I am good at guidance. I'm good at answering questions. So if anyone out there needs any guidance on anything that has to do with being on the planet, decision making, I don't even care. I used to work in corporate America, and I'll have you know that some of the top senior management always had personal confidential talks with me. I wished my paycheck matched the level of people that I have offered my innate wisdom and guidance to. Interesting. But I've always been told that one day it would pay off. But see, when you're gifted with certain things, you long to have others. So you can have the wisdom and long to have the riches. Or you have the riches, but you have no wisdom. And in most times in life, with whatever you have been blessed with, you have to find the balance with that. And with that would come a lot of experiences. And sometimes they're not great experiences. You might have to, AKA, get your ass busted before things start to look up for you. Like they say, nothing good is gotten easily. Well, I've seen a lot of people get great things easily. So I tend to not to lean too much on that. We must leave probability open. Yeah, I just got done painting my nails blue. I'll do another coat another time because I have this quick dryer machine. But I work with a lot of oils and such, so I tend not to waste a lot of money at the nail salon because it's not gonna last that long with the oils and stuff. So I just do different colors and keep them on for a couple days and switch to the next one. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and chop it up, see how it was looking on here, just to do it and give myself more practice and offer some of these wisdom skills out here. But until the next time, peace from the Tiny 23 experience. Ashe.